Okay, well, can we talk about your degrees about the on the college?
Sure.
Because I know you are a guitar doctor, right?
Yeah, so that's it's an interesting process. What whenever I start talking about this, I think first I want to address kind of like the elephant in the room, right? And that is from the outside, from because I started the first 10 years of my guitar journey with no music school, right? And there's a big myth that I think I want to talk about right up front, and that is they say that music school is where creativity goes to die. Because they imagine it's a place where rules happen, right? That this is how music works, right? Like you do it this way. It's not that that never happens, but that's bad music teaching, right? That's not what music is, So, for example, we kind of get this idea that music theory is it's rules for creation rather than tools for communication. So music theory is really all it does is describe musical sound, right? We have rules for music, right? We do. We call it style, right? And we, the people, decide that. That's why we know the difference between George Strait is country music, and Metallica is heavy metal, right? Because of the conventions of those styles. That's rules, but music school didn't decide that, right? Culture did. Music theory can explain to you what the differences are between those styles in a way that we can like pull it apart and say, okay, this is something you typically see in country music, this is something you typically see in heavy music, but they didn't music theory didn't create that. It was reactive, right? So if you want to study country music, theory is a great way to kind of dig in there and kind of pull it apart and go, oh, this is a cool thing that's in this style. If I want to sound like Willie Nelson, I'll use this sort of chord progression. If I want to sound, like George Strait, I'll use that chord progression, right? And then you can kind of develop your own voice with that. So music school is essentially it's a process of maximizing your own potential, right? As to best as you can, as best your professors can help you do that.